Someone get me that.
I'm very prone to bullying.
No, the Canadians are coming.
Chris, John, and Irish Ashley combine to make the ultimate team, better than any wet dream. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream. John's the CEO and Boomer. Ashley's the real leader. Chris brings the vibes and juices as our enjoyment increases. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream.
Yo, Ram Ranch.
What's Ram Ranch?
I don't
What is
know.
Ram?
Gio said it. I thought you knew. I like it. Ram Ranch.
No idea. We here at the Untitled Twitch stream besieged by technical problems. I literally watched my camera settings reset in OBS right when you hit the theme, and then I wanted to throw my computer out the window.
Oh no!
Ashley also sent a very confusing private message. Can we talk about that, Ashley?
Now, before we hit, am I coming in chunky? Because I know the video did, so I don't know if my internet's okay.
Chris, here's the weird thing: you're not coming in chunky, but you are coming in monkey.
Oh no! That's how AIDS started.
It's an ice cream flavor. Is it with ice cream? I mean, I look whiter than usual. What the hell is going on?
You're washed out, bud.
Mm-hmm. I'm able to see the bruise on my head coming up a bit.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh yeah, there it is. Bit of discoloration.
And there's one there as well.
You can just tell people you got Operation Choke Slammed. They'll believe you. They'll be like, yeah, that's that good stuff.
I was concerned before the show started. I only just joined in. I got distracted buying clothes.
All right.
And forgot the show was starting. And I came in, so I just came in just as you pressed go. And I hadn't looked at myself yet. And I thought I looked fluffy.
Actually, you don't look fluffy. I've never in real time watched a bruise form before, and I just had the pleasure on your face, which is pretty amazing. And now you're frozen.
I think I'm lagging a tiny bit as well, which is very frustrating.
Oh, you're fine on my end. The good news is we've already got a title for the show. That's how AIDS started.
Yeah.
Put it in the Discord, guys.
Oh man, I totally forgot to get more water. This is all I have for the show. I'm gonna have to fill that up again.
Wow, what were you shopping for? What did you buy?
What were you shopping
I bought a fleece, and I'm so excited about it.
Oh my god!
Nice. Welcome to your 30s.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the sub, Gio. We love you.
Well, Chris. I've always loved. I love outdoor gear because I've just grown up in it, and but I've wanted this fleece for a little while, and I finally have a little bit more money than I've had for a long time, and so I got a fleece. I also bought a jumpsuit thing, which may end up going back, but it's basically
good.
It's like dungarees, but it might fit me.
Okay, you froze so hard, and here's it was very bad. And it's good.
What did you not hear? What did you hear?
I heard the whole description of your clothes. All I thought was Ashley does reckless abandon, either all the way, none of the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're either
very responsible.
There's 11 penises launching at you, and you're going, "Come on, boys, quickly!" Or you're literally just, excuse me, this hot water with lemon. The lemon.
Yeah. I'm made up of extremes.
You're reminding me of the time I got drunk and subscribed to The Economist.
Oh.
I might make that my Twitter bio. That's a very funny description of a person.
I really think that you're a wonderful person. I fear that this this is as far as the rebellion goes, or this is as far as the rebellion goes, is really going to cause you to do some intense drug experimentation at some point in your life.
Oh, I fully intend on hitting it all if I reach the
froze.
I mean, the phrase age. Yeah, which
Dead.
age we'll never know.
Yeah,
The
you just died,
iron.
you froze,
Freezing.
and that's a wrap.
The
It'll come
Iron
back
Age,
on,
yeah.
and you'll be on the floor.
Yeah.
Let me leave and come back and see if it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently, my strings are coming through my. I look like a Pippi Longstockings with fairy
Oh, you
lights.
do. I like this sort of
Buy a
stuff.
square
Also,
burger from me.
if a fist had just flown out of camera into your face, that would have just been wha-bam! Ah!
I just had a lovely moment on Twitter where I put a friend of mine up for a job because there was
ahead.
sort of, when people tweet out, they're like, we're looking for people to do this thing. And so I responded with my friend Ben Mumford, who helped me put together Chris Pets versus the Audience. And the answer was, he already works for us. We love Ben. I was like, that's beautiful. I like that
That's
very
great.
much. That's nice. I love it when people are appreciated.
I mean, it is. I also do like that where it's like, oh, I see why you're having trouble finding people, because the world now more and more is like, there's one guy to do this job at this price range. Like, there's only like 8 jobs now, and they all involve like, I need someone to coordinate our social media, and there's just people who are willing to do that job for different amounts of money.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Yeah.
skill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or there's some, because like so I heard back from that production company just like 20 minutes ago. And the email said, we talked to our HR. We're looking for the positions that we're looking for right now. We need someone with more experience, but I want to talk to you this week, and we'll see if we can find an opportunity for you within the company, which is awesome. But I love that. So the conversation is going to be before the stream on Thursday. So we'll see what happens. But it was the nicest way of like, you have no skills, but seem like a nice guy, and your friend works here.
I mean, I had a big panic moment when EDD shut down all my money, and I was like, I've never had no money coming in before. And I tried to apply for jobs, and like I went to like some like job application aggregator, and I put in my skills, and what came up was like nothing. Like it was like it was like random like holding boxes for a job that you'll die in, or like being
completely.
murdered by this murderer who doesn't know how to use Craigslist.
Yeah, we've gone too far. And it's sort of because, like, I mean, what's weird is that when you do the random jobs that we do, that are all involved in doing stand-up and sort of running your own career, you end up picking up all the skills that you need in an office for the most part, aside from maybe the social ones. But because there's no way for them to pin those down, and all they see is like, oh, this guy's a stand-up, let's watch his video. And I'm like, watch porn with your kids. They're like, this guy probably isn't gonna do right by us. I feel like he's not good at spreadsheets.
I just want to say this. Is that one of your bits?
That's exactly how it goes. That was verbatim. That was the whole thing. That's how
Is
it
that
open
actually how it
and
goes?
close. No, it's like a 5-minute bit, but those are both part of the bit. Yeah. It's a great bit. It's my closer.
Is it?
Shit kills.
I don't know where this started, but I agree with where it went.
I heard back from the production company like 20 minutes ago, and they told me we're looking for people with any experience at all, basically, and you have none. But you seem like a nice guy, so we're going to talk to you on Thursday and see if we can find something for you. So
what I like.
Oh my days! Stand-up is just—it's not recognized as the proper profession that it can be. Admittedly, there are some people who dick about with stand-up as a career, but there's people who dick about with everything as a career.
But it's totally understood because, like, I didn't know how much work went into stand-up when I got into it. I was shocked that I had to spend 30 hours a week doing admin.
Basically self-managed.
Minimum. There's so much between booking shows, travel, accommodation, dealing with any accounting business, chasing up money that people aren't paying you for no reason.
Fun fact, that is just the UK.
It takes fucking forever. Canada's been incredible. Canada pay on time every single. At one time, they forgot to pay me, and I sent them a message. They went, "Oh, sorry, it was in my account in an hour."
Wow.
Yeah, they're way better here. It's.
I'll never forget when
it's a business.
I got yelled at by Daryl Martin at Just the Tonic for sending him a rude email about not paying me on time, and then he accused me of being rude to his secretary, and I had to be like, I don't care, Daryl. You don't pay people on time. One of the times you paid me was because I said either you pay me right now, or I'm charging breakfast to the room. I didn't even threaten to pull the gig. And I remember that was enough where he was like, "Oh, he means business." Like it was just.
I can't afford a $25 fried egg.
I guarantee it was like 10, 12 pounds, but just good God.
That's
The
great.
times. I mean,
Yeah.
technically, by the way, that was 2 separate incidences. He was one of the many people that's always like, "Oh, I'll do this gig," and then get to spend 9 months wondering where my money is.
Yeah, I remember when I was opening for Phil on tour, I had to cancel 2 Just the Tonic gigs, and John, our agent, was like, "I don't know, Chris. I don't know if Daryl will book you again." And I was like, "That's fine. I can do without 18 months of chasing up the money from these 2 shows." Like,
Great.
I'll be
Can I do
okay.
it? Like, I'll tell you. By the way, leaving the UK, I love it because I will cancel. I enjoy canceling on those people specifically. Like
Mhm.
oh, sorry, can't make it. Do you know what this means? It means I live in another country, and also, yeah, I do. On
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, Daryl Martin. Oh,
What a guy!
man.
What a guy!
Hey, let me say this about Daryl Martin: thinner than I expected.
Okay, that's interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be that thin.
I got a couple that I'm eager to see them. There's one called Tony Vino, and I have no idea what he looks like, but his name is Tony Vino.
His name's Tony Wine, baby.
It
And,
sounds like somebody invented a mob character.
right? And he books
mean-
a lot of like weird one-nighters. One of them's at like the Luton Football Club,
No.
which is like that's where the EDL started. And so
What?
it's like he's a strange guy.
This
Telling
is
pieces
fun.
of shit
So
that they are pieces of shit is so satisfying from Steve Mooney.
I
Talking about-
had well, I wasn't present at this experience today, but I got told about it.
Go ahead.
So there's a young woman I've been working with. She's so much fun. She's just great. She's 20 years old. So I'm like, oh God, just youth, and
Mhm.
you're just so resplendent and amazing.
Oh, Chaz, thank you so much for gifting that.
Ooh,
Oh,
Thank you,
so much.
Chaz
Chaz,
sent
for
that over.
gifting
We
all
love
those
you, Chaz.
subs.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, I put in the
Uh,
wrong thing. Where's the band? Where is it? There it is. It's there. Thank you for the subscription. Oh, Chris, you did.
That was an
Meat
extra bit of
rolls.
enjoyment for that sub scroll.
So
So
she's
she's
20.
great. She's 20 years old and she's just great. And she sent me a message today. She's working on a different part of the job than I am, but she's working with a guy that I was working with on the first day, who is incredibly annoying.
Curses.
Very mansplainy, very much talks about how he's done all of these drugs with these famous people and how he's worked in music venues with all of these famous people. And
Wait, was this
just-
John?
Was it me? Is that me?
Raid? Where?
right?
What?
Where?
From who? Richard Wright. Yay.
Oh my
Yay.
days.
Heard or die, bro. I got the
Uh,
video. Didn't work.
Suck my beer, try the raid, raid, raid. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream with John and Chris and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Welcome, Raiders.
Raiders. I have to go get my laundry, or my someone's gonna be inconvenienced.
All right.
Okay.
Good answer.
We knew that was coming.
Yep.
So I'm going to finish this story.
Cool. Oh,
This-
thank you so much for the raid, Richard. If you're not following Richard Wright,
woman?
follow Richard Wright. He's a friend of the stream and we love him.
Yes.
Sorry, Ashley, go for it.
Do that. No, that's great. So she's working with this guy who's really annoying, and he's full of shit, and he's kind of very casually misogynistic. You know, like it bugs you, but there's probably not enough to pull him up on a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But she was working with him today, and she asked a question of the supervisor that they were working with.
Mhm.
And I really appreciate that you're keeping the jumper on your shoulders to hear the end of the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's Do you want to take it off?
It's up to you. If it's distracting you from your story, then I can. But I realized once I got to my
I
shoulders,
just find it
I'd
really
made a mistake.
funny.
This is the new look. This is how everyone is.
I'm gonna keep
wearing
going. You're gonna
capes.
have to listen.
Okay.
So, she asks a question of the supervisor, and this other guy who is not the supervisor, he is the same level as her,
Mm-hmm.
butts in and answers her with, "Use your initiative."
Great.
And she, in front of the supervisor, tells him to shut the fuck up.
Nice.
And now she's my hero.
Yeah, baby. These kids, man, they don't take shit. I love it. It's a new day.
Don't take shit. I love it. I love it so much.
This is about to close
yeah.
the youth center unless we can raise
inspired.
$1,000 at the Battle of the Bands. These children don't need my help. No handouts.
I think you have to wear that like that for the rest of the show now.
It's gonna be so hot. I'm gonna have the hottest neck.
Take it off.
Take care, Chaz. Have a good life day, buddy. Be well.
Bye, Chaz. Thank you so much for dropping by.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh
What
man,
nasty things should we say
Now
about
it's stuck
Chris while
under
he
the
has
sleeves.
his headphones off?
I've tied myself up in a knot.
What
There's
a
nothing I can
silly
do. I
goose.
can't hear
You
Ashley.
can't hear me
There's no
calling
sound.
him a silly goose. He can't
go.
hear me. He's a silly goose. While they're both gone, I have a surprise for them soon. They don't know about it yet.
I don't like that giggle. What was going on?
Absolutely nothing that you need to know about.
I'm gonna watch this stream back.
No, you're not.
That's true. I'm not. That's true. That's awesome. I
Oh,
love
that
that
was
shit.
so
It's-
funny.
It's so good. It's so good to, especially like young women, feel like it's different from
Mhm.
when I was younger. Because I remember seeing, bosses be shitty to women, and
Yeah.
sometimes stepping in and sometimes not. But it was almost never the woman being like, "You shut your goddamn mouth right now." So it seems like younger women
just
now
love
are
her-
very much just being like, "All right, we're not doing this anymore.
Shut up.
We're
Yeah,
playing a different
It's
game now."
amazing.
It's dope.
Yeah.
On a separate, I'm
Yeah,
stuck.
it's
All
really,
five of
really
them.
cool, and I'm very inspired by it. And I'm gonna tell more people to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man, it's very powerful. People say no is the strongest word you can use. I'm a big fan of shut the fuck up. People get very upset, but it always works.
I feel like that's good merch. I mean, we have so many merch ideas now, but
We do, and we haven't followed through on any of them. We
I
gotta do.
do
We're coming
like
up on our 100th
the idea of a
episode.
T-shirt that says "People say we are."
Yeah. Oh, we are
We have
lagging.
such a lag.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much.
Yeah. I think
So much.
I can't.
I don't
tell
know
if
which one
it's-
of us it is. We need John.
I think it's you, but it could be
think
me
it's
because
me
my
too.
internet
I'm
is
gonna
also not
leave.
good. Tell you what, I'll come out
I'm
because you
gonna
already
leave.
did it. Okay, you leave, I'll stay, and then we'll flip it. All right.
We'll flip it. Okay, I'm gonna go. You hold
All
the fort.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Hit us with the merch that you want because we're coming up on the 100th episode. We've got a couple of initial designs in that are in the Stream Element store. We just haven't gone live with the store yet. So things like the UTS logo. We've got a few different ideas. We're trying to design a quack one. Excuse me. So if there's anything that you guys particularly want, let us know. Hold the fort is a beautiful Irish saying. LED hats. Will we never live down the LED hat fiasco? No words. Absolutely no words. What a hell of a time. UTS. The mug, Richards. Good to know. The mug is also set up on that. I think we have mugs, t-shirts, hoodies set up on the store that we haven't launched yet. And they said quack in that debate on Partygate. based on the desync and over compression, it might be Chris that's lagging. I feel like it's probably me. I've been trying to find my modem in my new apartment, and I haven't been able to yet because I have a cable to plug into, so that this shouldn't be a problem anymore. But I haven't been able to find it. But as soon as I do, that'll be the first thing I do when I get off stream today. More like logging, am I right? This would be so funny, and you can't reprogram it, Kimmers. It would be funny to have a hat that says LED hat on it. Oh, by the way, podcast listeners, if you're listening and have any ideas or any questions about the show that you'd like to for us to answer, obviously, the people that watch it live can talk to us in real time. But if you got anything you want us to know, just send us a message because we know you're out there. And I assume it's not people that are watching the show live that are also listening to the podcast. Oh, some of you do, but there's got to be some others as well. So, yeah, get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. Did King Geo do another? Oh, King Geo, thank you so much for gifting us up. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just went to the Twitch thing, and I am lagging like a motherfucker. Thank you so much for the sub. We love you. We need a hoodie. All right. Well, you're going to get a hoodie. Hoodie's at the top of the list. I love that. I love the idea of seeing people walking around in UTS hoodies. Yeah, I think we're probably going to get like a hat or something. Maybe an LED one. We'll see.
What?
John, you got your
What
laundry.
happened, bud?
Ashley went away because we're both lagging, I think. So now I'm going to go away, and hopefully that will fix my lag. And you're going to hold down the stream for about a minute and a half.
Great. Let's see you in a bit. Hi, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for gifting subs. Thank you so much, King Geo, for doing all that. I assume that's all that's all happened. Oh, we want a Batman bed hoodie. Oh man, can you believe that it's almost been a year since Batman bed? It's been more than a year since Chris and I started broadcasting together. Not a year since Ashley joined. Not a year since Ashley joined. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Can you hear me? You're not sure.
I'm holding on to see if I'm still lagging.
I mean, I got news for you. If you aren't lagging, we're playing GTA. I'll fucking do it, Baldy. I got it all set up.
Is your laundry okay?
It certainly is. I think harmonica merch is needed. I completely agree. Although I don't know if that bit's going to make the show.
Harmonica.
I have a joke about harmonicas in my thing. I think we've also talked about harmonicas on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think Chris has also gone out to come back in to see.
He's done the leg. Baldy's right. And if you don't come back, we're unbanding Uncle D. We're going old school in this. You know what I'm saying? We're doing January 5th, 2021 John Hastings stream. You know what I'm saying? We're calling everyone hum chums. I'm gonna operate only on a Mac. It's gonna be fucking wild.
Yeah, we really were having a bad time without you, John.
There was such a delay.
Chunky
Such
and
a delay.
delayed. And yeah, it can't have been fun for the listeners / viewers /
Yeah.
Well,
everyone.
hey. Oh God, I'm not ready for this. What are you talking about? Bring back hostage video, John. Oh, let's do that. We should do an old retro. Each of us should have to do separate streams. We'll do one where it's just me and Chris talking about drug use for like 6 hours.
I'll just sit on the floor.
Is that where you used to stream from?
I used to stream from the floor.
What? Why? Did you not have a chair?
No.
What?
Don't say that as if it's obvious.
I didn't have a desk or a chair in my room for the first year of lockdown.
Gotcha. Okay, here's the thing. I was imagining weirdly.
Steve, does this mean I have to bring back my ex-wife? Because I don't
Sorry,
want to do
Steve.
that.
Sorry, if Ashley's getting on the floor, you're reuniting with a person you clearly have strong emotions for. Chairs for closers. That is right, Baldy. Oh my God, yeah. Ashley, where's that from?
I don't know.
Glenn Ross.
Glenn Ross.
One of the greatest speeches in film history / possibly play history, but I don't know
I
plays
have
that
no
well.
idea what that is.
Chris, fun
Is
fact.
Glenn Ross a character or a show?
The stream is over. I quit. I am no longer friends with Ashley. And you know what? Chris is on thin ice too. That's not true. Chris and I are fine because he understands Glenn Ross.
That's all. Penis into her vagina. That's all.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. God.
Nice.
Ooh, apparently coming in from Maggie FBK, the play is better in some ways if you're into that kind of thing.
I am.
I just like I like the character of Blake more. Also, I try and avoid reading David Mamet because I find him to be the most man writing about words.
I have his. I think it's called True and False, and it's Mamet's book about acting. And he hates actors. It's so funny. It's the whole book boils down to just fucking do it, you bitch.
Yeah,
just act, idiot. It's so funny.
Okay, all right. Let's show Ashley a photo of David Mamet because let me tell you who Ashley's going to dislike on site, and that is this man.
God, he makes me laugh so much.
So do I, but he's just a fucking bag of shit. Like
I
think
no respect for that. He's very much like read exactly. He's the opposite of Larry David. He's just like read exactly the words that I said. I don't care how you say them. The words are good enough. I don't need you. I can't wait till robots can do this.
Yeah, but by the way, there he is right there. There he is. That's David Mamet right there. Ashley, thoughts?
I don't think I hate him as much as you expected me to.
No, you gave him the arts. You picked the artsy glasses one.
I mean, he always has artsy glasses. I mean, we can look at some others.
But he also has funny little ears and.
Oh, that's
that
from
is
his
not the
master
same
class.
person.
The one on the left.
This is all the same person.
Yeah.
This is all the same guy.
He looks
That's him with his
very
best
different
friend.
from
That's
that
his
other
best friend.
photo you showed.
That's his best friend right there. That's him and his best friend. I don't know who that other guy is, but I hear they're best friends. That's him now.
Who is he?
He's a playwright.
He's like the. Yeah, he is one of the. He's one of the
Is he
more
a creep?
prominent. He's a dick. He's not a
kind of an
creep.
ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just an asshole. Like
Crazy talented asshole.
yeah, one of his daughters is one of the actors on Girls. You know how like Girls is like Girls hilariously tried to expose millennials, and then also they cast two people that were like, "Who's your dad?" Brian Williams, and who's your dad? David Mamet. I believe the blonde girl that's very ditz. He's a play wrong. Oh, sometimes twist is very nicely done. I think his daughter was the blonde one who's like with the high voice. Suki?
Okay.
No, not the British one. I don't know. I found the show Girls so frustrating because it was like watching what everyone thinks I am and what Chris is, and then being like, no. Like the scene where she's trying to get drama over she's upset her parents are cutting her off. I got so angry at my friend who recommended that to me, and being like, don't show me. I don't even care if this is satire. This woman should be murdered if she thinks that there's any drama or lesson to be gleaned from someone's parents having to cut them off because they don't do anything. Like, fuck off.
I had a bad experience where like I watched the first episode years and years ago. It was when I was in Montreal, and I was like, oh, I just don't like this. Like I don't identify with any of the characters. It's not really making me laugh. I'm just gonna put it down. And it was recommended to me by a lady that I was hanging out with at the time. And she was like really upset. She was like, if you don't like the characters on Girls, you don't like me. And I was like, you need to hold yourself up to a higher standard. You are. That is not the case. Yeah. She was pretty upset.
Was it?
I
I
watched an episode as well.
Not for you, Ashley.
And I don't remember the episode even slightly, but I remember that I didn't have any interest in watching a second one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very much that's exactly how I felt. I was like, I don't. This does nothing for me, and I actively dislike the people in it.
What's interesting is The Wire is one of those ones where it's like The Wire is very hard going in many ways because it is slow. Like it's like a lot happens, but it's we're going for a walk. Like the amount of just time McNulty spends with his kids, where you're like, unless one of them turns out to be Stringer Bell, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, Tag and Tail though, that scene was great.
That was amazing when he fucking they chase it. They hunt him through the mall and he can't find his kids. Come on, McNulty, come on.
That's great. Such a bad dad.
Oh, such a bad dad. He's such a bad dad. Ashley, have you ever seen The Wire?
I think we've already covered this.
No.
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I think you'd actually really like it, and you would be so horny for McNulty.
Oh, I got news for you. The entire
I'm
cast of
googling
that show can
McNulty.
get. Okay, I want you to Google. Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
But I
Shelby's
think
cast
it's.
of The Wire.
I honestly think the character, even more than the guy, is what you would be like. this is my kind of dirtbag.
See, I
This is-
disagree.
Yeah,
I completely
I'm
disagree. I
thinking-
think weirdly, you're more of a what's his fucking name in the show? Idris Elba's
Lester-
character.
Oh well, we're all fucking Idris Elba's
No.
character. That's not
Particularly that character is the most Idris. He like because he's so
Stringer
fucking
Bell.
dirty. Stringer
Yeah.
Bell. I don't know when that fell out of my head. But yeah, he's just so mercurial. Oh, look up your book, Stringer. Oh, what are you doing working late on the account? What am I doing? I don't know. I spilled some coffee on my shirt. I better take off my shirt. And then we fuck. Me and Stringer Bell, we fuck on a pile of fraudulent money laundering ledgers and cash, and we cover it all in our cum.
I've been listening to a podcast by a couple of journalists going over The Wire episode by episode, and the woman on it, I think it's Jamel Hill, hates Stringer Bell to the point where they have a segment on every episode called Stringer Bell's fuckboy moment. And she's like, I don't understand why people think he's smart. He's a fucking idiot. He gets everything wrong. Thinks he's better than this shit.
That's
It's
why
great.
I love him.
It's very
It's because
fun.
he
Very
what that
fun.
show captured, especially because I have my favorite part of true crime is American organized crime, like Italian American mafia, like all of the different organized black gangs that have existed throughout American history are all so fascinating. All the different Irish mob, because it's all like here, ladies and gentlemen, is this city's smartest fucking idiots. They are smart enough to figure out crime, but they have not figured out a ton of things like don't talk about it. Just do not talk about it.
Apparently San Francisco had like one of the most vicious gangs in America, and they were Australians. It's like in the early 20th century, and they were called the Ducks.
Of course.
And they straight up just bunch of sociopaths murdered everybody for no reason. But they're the Ducks. Quack, quack, quack. It's just like they're
I
such
see you,
silly
Ducks.
bitches.
And I'll raise you. And keep in mind, this might involve a person who was in the movie Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2.
Gilbert
The
Gottfried.
Best Friends Gang. Oh, fuck, I wish it was Gilbert Gottfried. Imagine he's, I think, only in 2. You know the police, Axel Foley's boss at the Detroit Police?
Yeah.
That guy was like a luminary of Detroit, turned out corrupt as fuck. Like hired murderers, set up white boy Rick. Oh, buddy, don't come at me with crazy American drive. Like, and literally it's one of those ones where you're like, the FBI definitely fucked up because the FBI is like, we did nothing wrong. We looked into it. Also, unrelated, all those files are missing. Also, white boy Rick's getting out. I mean,
Yay.
fuck you. And then they just leave and you're like, good. Glad to see you guys made some real errors.
My new favorite development from the Canadian trucker convoy. I need you to quack this guy and his family. And quack, 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 quack.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
The police the police said there were absolutely no incidents. The trucker convoy, everything went really smooth. And then a reporter found like evidence of all these different crimes that were called into the cops. And the cops are like, we will recheck our records, after being like, no, we checked all the records, nothing at all. And now they're like, we're gonna go take a second look at all those 911 calls that happened. 'Cause
My
the
favorite
cops are in on it.
My favorite one, and it was before the reason why, and you have to be from Ottawa, which luckily I am, to have people in Ottawa retweeting this sort of stuff because it was just not covered. Was guess what? One of the main reasons why they were calling 911.
Parking?
You ready? No, it's so much worse.
What?
The protesters kept going into homeless shelters and trying to steal food.
Yep, I knew about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were harassing people who work at homeless shelters and taking the food.
That's
Yeah.
oh,
To the point that they had to just tweet it out. They were like, can someone just let them know to stop doing this? Because it's really fucking weird. Like they were like, and I know exactly the shelter. I know the 3 shelters it is. And bear in mind, 2 of them are a walk from where they are. Like there's no homeless shelters by Parliament Hill. They have to walk either down to King Edward or over to the old fucking prison that's now a hostel. Like, what are you doing, guys? Also, what happened to just don't fuck up when eyes are on you?
Oh, eyes are always on you. So now they're just loosey goosey.
I just wouldn't. I got news for you. If I was the organizers, that the second that Nazi flag showed up, hi fellas, get the fuck out of here. Well, why?
That's that
Because
thing.
they
That's
are
the-
now going to call us all Nazi. Get the fuck out. Like, you seem like you're doing this very publicly. Yeah, there's a reason. I make it a point not to be associated with Nazis. Ashley, now look at me. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you should unfurl a swastika flag. Now, we've talked a lot about this in our prep meetings. I'm going to ask you to not do that right now because there are eyes on us. Bye sometimes. You just have a good night.
I'll just put it away again then.
Can you though?
That's best.
When it's waving in your heart?
Yeah. Can you
I
though?
sleep with it under my pillow.
Oh, that's so fucking weirdly adorable. Just girl, you're just like kind of like is it Chris? Like how are you picturing yourself? Because this is how I'm picturing. Is the duvet is right here, and you pull it up just under the nose. You know what I mean? So you can get nice little air.
Yeah.
And then you shooka, and then you move the pillow just to get it perfect, and that just is right. It's right there. Like,
Oh, for me, it's
Can I
folded
just
beautifully under the pillow, but the way
Oh.
it's folded is that only the swastika is on top and all the red is underneath. It's a perfect
Interesting.
rectangle, and the pillow covers it, and she's sleeping on her side, and one hand is under the pillow, just on the swastika, just to make it
like
feel
so like this, like a gentle.
yeah, exactly.
That's nice. That is nice. How close are we to the truth, actually?
I will say, John's description of the way that I sleep was pretty bang on.
I want you to know where I got it from, and I apologize. This was not meant to be insulting, but I based it off of how the grandparents are described as sleeping in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I just feel like of all the characters in literature, there's something about Charlie's grandfather that goes to the factory is very you. If you're like, I'm going along, I just want to see how this turns out. I don't give a shit about. Like, I always felt that character was not there to help the kid. He was just kind of like, I'm old, I want to see something.
yeah, for sure. He was in it
That
for
is what he
himself.
is.
Yeah.
He's been sat in a bed with his wife and his in-laws.
Yeah. And he could have
I tell
walked the whole time.
Would you
The
like to
whole
know
time.
who found that passage of that book? I was like 7 or 8. And I remember I was reading that book, and my grandfather would occasionally pick up the books I was reading and give it a skim. And I remember that passage, he was like, what is this? What is this? No. And he Dorothy, the boy's reading this. It's a bunch of old people in a bed together. That wouldn't work. I just remember being like,
That wouldn't work.
he was a very logical man.
It's really odd.
Yeah, I mean that man. By the way, that man's refusal to learn the name of TV shows, to this day, still brings me. Him and my grandmother, they referred to the show Roseanne as that fat woman with her friends for the entire run of that show, and it's what better description? The Simpsons. He called what was it? That man who owns the factory and the family. He liked Mr. Burns.
Yeah. That nice man with his factory and all the horrible townspeople trying to bring him down.
He never said he was nice. He just said he owned the factory.
Quick congratulations to Richard Wright. Still dodging COVID despite the fact that his parents have it in the same house.
Very good, Richard.
Very happy for you, buddy. Doing a great job. Doing a great job.
I got to tell you, I am so happy I got COVID at Christmas for no reason. Then I was just in Florida, and looking back, guess who would have COVID right now if it weren't for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
King Geo. Number of friendships this protest has ended in the past 4 days is interesting.
What
John, have you lost
protest?
any the trucker convoy in Canada? It's an anti-vax nonsense.
No,
Bunch of cunts.
I haven't lost any. I have one friend that I know is on that side. And we are at a stage where we both know each other's opinion, and we're kind of just we're taking the 1950s approach, which is I know how you feel, and I
Don't
think
talk
you're
about it.
fucking insane. Exactly. We're not talking about it. Yeah. Would you like to talk about Rush's song La Villa Stringaria? Yes, I would.
And that friend is King Geo. Turns out all the friends that he lost were pro-vax. He's furious about it.
King Geo WTF, I would like, by the way, a DM of the list of those people, because I have a list in my head of who I think they are, and I want it confirmed. I think I know. I'm not going to say them. I could say their nicknames, but I'm not going to do it. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Go ahead, Ashley. I feel like Ashley has lost no friends in COVID. That all of your like everyone just agrees in your life.
I think you've gained friends
No.
in COVID.
I mean, about
I
like vaccine
have.
stuff like that specifically.
Yeah. That's the
That's
feeling
what
I
I mean.
get. I don't know for
Oh,
sure, but I feel like you
eh.
like made more friends.
No, there hasn't really been anybody who surprised me.
I
Oh,
completely agree.
yeah.
I have yet to be like,
That's-
really?
That's
Like I've
good,
always
though.
been like, yeah.
Yeah. Because some people
Yeah,
you go,
like when I was back in Ireland, there was family friends. There wouldn't be kind of my specific friends that are anti-vax. And they were coming over. And my mom was just like, just FYI, they aren't getting vaccinated and whatever. And I was just like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I like again.
Yeah, no,
it's-
I don't think anyone has surprised me about it.
I'll tell
I've
you
had
what
one.
has surprised me. I'll tell you what has surprised me. Okay, Chris, you go ahead. Then mine will take us in a different direction. So you go.
mine, just two of my friends' parents who are really smart and I've always loved and have been a really good time. And I saw him and he's like, I don't know what the fuck happened, man. All of a sudden, they're all like, he was in Mexico and they asked him to bring them ivermectin. They've gone full all the way down.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy. And we're all like so sad for him. He's like, yeah,
mad.
man, my parents just won't do it. And it sucks.
I had
Do you know-
one
Oh.
person in my life who was hesitant about the vaccine. And then that person like literally went research bonkers, I think.
Mhm.
And then just was like, all right, I'm going to do it.
Mm.
Like, it's just one of those things where it's also like, by the way, and this is in total honesty, I don't really agree with the notion of a vaccine mandate. I know that that's like, I don't agree with, my
No,
point is,
I don't either.
Oh, I
thank
do.
you. Like, but
We've
it's
had
my
it our
thing with-
whole lives. I wasn't allowed to go to school without the polio vaccine or whatever. ones I
especially
had
in
to take.
Canada, this is the thing,
I've
though. Is it's
had it
one-
my whole life, and
Whole
it's
life.
done nothing.
Nothing.
It doesn't hurt us at all, and it saves thousands of lives. And I'm absolutely pro it.
Yeah,
I
that's
yeah,
fair.
like this is, but here's the thing that does not exist. It especially for people on that side is a nuanced understanding that Chris's point is incredibly valid. My point, by the way, is based in I don't just necessarily trust particularly the governments we have right now with that kind of power because I was around for the Patriot Act and was like, well, we were told you weren't going to use this unless there was probable cause. You did and there wasn't. So you don't get to make these sweeping judgments. Chris is exactly right, by the way. Both of these things. The reason why they have them is just people went no, and then a bunch of fucking grifters showed up and started selling fucking wacky shit to these people.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand all those
Mm.
monoclonal what the fuck I can never remember what they're called. I feel like Chris is about to get it perfectly.
I tried to remember it, and it's gone as well.
Doesn't
I don't
work.
know what you're talking about.
There's
It's
a bunch
just
of
another
treatments.
bullshit treatment.
It's another treatment that technically works
Okay.
because it cleans your body, but it's for other
Oh.
things. It's for, I believe, it's for cancer or something. But the problem with all this stuff is they're now out of it for cancer patients because everyone who's rich
Oh.
bought it all up. Like this is this is all the stuff, and it's just like, what do we try to prove here? Oh, it's just also you're just wasting
Yeah.
time. And Doug Ford Ashley is going to be the Prime Minister of Canada, and then everyone who's in Canada who was like, oh yeah, why you moved to America because of Trump? Oh, I fucking remember, and I'm fucking bringing it up. Oh, go fuck yourselves. Like,
I hadn't thought about that, but he really is going to be prime minister, isn't he?
yeah, isn't that
Damn.
like you're like, yeah, because you know what the world really needs? A guy who leans towards fascism and is good at his job. That's what,
Shit.
yeah, yeah.
That's,
isn't
the,
that bad?
that's the brother of the crackhead mayor.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Bernard.
Oh, and by the way, I would take credit for that theory. Not, you know who pointed this out at the beginning of the pandemic?
King
My
Gio?
mom. She just.
Oh,
no,
okay.
My
Yeah.
mom just went. Trudeau's gonna fuck this up, and Doug Ford is smart enough to figure out how to become the hero in this, and he'll be prime minister. And like always, I'm like, Mom, you don't. That's crazy. And now she's just like,
Yeah, it hadn't even occurred to me, and as soon as I heard, I was like, "Oh fuck, yeah, for
yeah,
sure."
like you're just like,
For
oh
sure.
gosh, yeah,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Damn it.
It's like being like, wait, who? Why is there shit in my pants? And you're like, wait a minute, I shit in my pants.
It's gonna be real bad.
Yeah,
I
yeah, Chris.
Ah, that's
on,
Yeah, it's like-
on
It sucks, doesn't it? Yes, I'm so
so
sorry.
bad.
I just Cool. You're just like, God damn it.
Fuck, and he's gonna win 2 terms. He's not.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna-
It's very Ashley, to give you the equivalent. I don't know.
We're gonna have
when
a
you
decade
were-
of that fuck. Oh,
I don't know where you were in the whole like Brexit time where you're like, oh, Boris Johnson's going to be prime minister. It's like that, but like imagine Boris Johnson was incredibly effective, like a very effective man.
Mhm.
Well, then
Yeah.
we wouldn't mind him.
No, but like
Yes,
effective
you would.
at evil.
Yeah, effective at
Oh, sorry.
fascism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we just
Yeah.
learned Ashley's secret political affiliations. Imagine you're the one that we didn't expect.
Evil.
Yeah, that you were just anti-vax this whole time, and you turned out to be evil.
Evil. Ashley, can you quickly
gonna
do
say
evil
2
Ashley as a character?
Yeah, can you please do?
Evil Ashley.
Yeah, evil Ashley only has sex with people one at a time, and she's never had anything done to her medical that makes me go, goo.
That's it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta tell you, I was really scared by that character. I was like, because Evil Ashley wouldn't contribute to our malarkey, Chris. Evil Ashley's wanting our poppycock and falderall to calm right down.
I chickened out because I got embarrassed because when I tried to imagine an evil character, I just imagined Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove, which is the silliest evil character ever, but it's also just the best one.
Exactly
How
what
did they
I'm saying.
describe her? The,
No,
was she
Chris.
old and ugly beyond all reason, or something like that? What
Yeah.
was it? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like
the
really
fact that it-
incredibly old.
But from the panoply of Disney characters, like the Emperor's New Groove one is like, well, she's bad, but she's not like in Hercules. It's the literal devil. Like it could be like Sleeping Beauty is a giant walking dragon witch, and you pick like she's a bit old and she's not the
No,
nicest.
she's Jafar.
She's
Jafar
so
is way
funny,
worse.
though.
Jafar is way worse. Jafar is way
'cause she's
worse.
doing
She
the same thing. She's
accidentally
trying to
turns
take
herself
over.
into a kitten.
Yeah,
Jafar
Yeah.
turned himself into a snake.
but that was because her idiot Gronk was supposed to poison the king. He was.
Can we just point out
She's trying to take
how-
over. She's the power behind the crown. Yzma's
No.
exactly as bad as Jafar. It's just
Disagree.
there were no genies. Otherwise, she would have done that.
Therefore, Jafar
Yzma's
is worse 'cause
funnier than Jafar.
has more,
Yzma's way
and
funnier than Jafar.
and
but
being also, by the way, can we just talk about how it's
Kronk is the
wild
funniest.
that the three of us have all seen Emperor's No Groove, and yet no one ever talks about how quietly awesome that movie is. Like that is a fucking
is
Great.
banger.
So
Not that cheese-
underrated.
Not that cheese.
Can we also talk about like there's so much you can break down in that movie, you know.
The fact it's missing
What is
all the songs.
Pacha?
Pacha?
The songs are
Yeah,
amazing.
John
But
Goodman.
you know Pacha, amazing. But Pacha's wife is one of the few depictions in cartoons of a pregnant woman who just kicks ass.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
True.
she's so good.
Yeah, you don't take
She's
any
amazing,
shit.
but
From
she's
her.
like really heavily pregnant as well. She is
Mm.
ready to pop.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the kids are super funny. Apparently, people can speak to squirrels. That
Yeah.
shit is dope. Squeakity squeak squeak 'em. Come on.
Squeakity
good work.
squeaking.
I mean,
Squeak.
It is weird because that movie made like that was a bomb, wasn't it? Wasn't that like notoriously like the Disney movie? They're like,
Was it?
shut it down.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
don't
would have
think
thought
it
that was
did.
Road to El Dorado.
I remember loving it when it came
So did
out.
I.
Thank
I
you
don't
for
know.
following Help Wanted,
It wasn't.
please.
It definitely
Big
didn't bomb
follows.
because it got a.
Oops.
Happy
Thank you for
birthday,
the follow.
and happy birthday,
It-
Ashley, to you. Help wanted, please.
It didn't bomb because it got a follow up. It got Kronk's New Groove, and it also got a Disney Channel series, so it couldn't have bombed.
I mean, I gotta disagree with you on that. In that Disney will just keep making shit like that. Like Disney, like they're just like, well, we're Disney. Like a kid will watch it. Who gives a
That's
fuck? Like,
fair.
yeah.
I mean, I watched it.
No, Kimmers is saying it was. Oh no, that's a correction to her last one. Let's find out. You know what? Let's look at the grosses of Disney movies.
I mean,
um,
why wouldn't we? Why the fuck wouldn't we? Close that.
I was
Because it
going to
fucking
bring
great.
come
Whereas
back.
like that Hercules movie is boring.
Oh my god, it is pretty fucking boring, isn't it?
I tried to rewatch the Hercules movie and it's so fucking boring. So little happens.
It is weird.
It's
The
quite
best part is the
boring.
muses singing. It's the muses
The
singing.
music
and
is
Danny
great.
DeVito sometimes. Yeah.
I will need. I do need you to know there was a lot of Disney movies I like missed because I didn't like them that much as a kid. I loved Aladdin because I liked Robin Williams, but I was just like, at a certain point, I was like, guys, I've seen Star Wars. Like, are any of the is Darth Vader in this? And they're like, well, no, it's
No.
I've never
Okay.
seen
I
Pocahontas.
love Disney movies.
I love Disney
Never
movies
seen
as well.
Pocahontas. I was 30 when I saw Lion King. That's a lie. 31.
That's child abuse.
insane. Do you
I
know
refuse
like
to see
Lion
it, but I
King
would
is
say I can
Hamlet?
tell you my
It's
logic. Yes.
Shakespeare. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's cool. I
It's
like
Shakespeare
Hamlet.
meets John
And
Elton John.
As an 8-year-old, and here was my logic, because everyone was like, "It's really good," and I was like, "I don't really like lions. I don't really care." And then
You were a little boy
yeah,
who didn't like lions?
didn't give a fuck. I'm a tiger man. If that was called Tiger King, I would have gone to see that. Instead, they made a different thing called Tiger King, and I watched that the day it came out.
I still am a big Disney movie fan, but I'm not in a crazy way. I just really enjoy them sometimes. My favorite is Lilo and Stitch.
It's
Wild.
phenomenal. Absolutely.
It
phenomenal.
is an incredible movie. John, have you seen Lilo and Stitch?
No.
It's fucking great.
He looked too smug with that.
Yeah.
He was all no, and then he just like sat back with his knee up on his chair, fucking cocksure of himself. Nope. Do you know anyone who could opine on Disney sequels?
I
What?
watched all of the first couple Aladdin sequels.
Why?
I think it was Jafar's New Groove, and
Was it called?
Iago gets his groove back. It was a
Yeah, I
wild.
think yeah.
It was straight groove heavy series. We had them on VHS, so we just watched them all the time. Those were fun. I think I watched The Lion King too. That was okay. I can't think of any other sequels that I saw though. Favorite Disney villain.
Oh, Chris, I think the internet's on my
I
side.
do think Yzma is a great Disney villain. Chris is dying.
So frozen. Chris is bye, Chris. Chris, we're gonna
Goodbye.
here we go. Thank you. I would say I don't know. I'm not a Disney guy. Like this is the thing is I would say probably like. Do you count Toy Story as a Disney movie? Because that's when Pixar was with Disney. Is that
It's
correct?
Pixar. I will
But
say
under
you
the
can be a
umbrella-
fan of Pixar separately, but they usually go hand in hand.
Deal. Yeah, I much prefer the Pixar movies. Like I have given them. I haven't seen Toy Story 3 for no other reason than every time I was going to, and then everyone's like, it's pretty brutal at a certain point, and I was like, okay, yeah. Well, Up literally traumatized me. So I'm like, Pixar has my
Mhm.
fucking number emotionally. So I just am like,
Yeah.
yeah, I give it a wide.
I
berth.
do really like the Pixar movies. Ratatouille is beautiful.
Mm.
I really love Ratatouille. I love The Incredibles. I think it's very
Oh.
underrated.
Who?
Uh,
Wait a minute.
Syndrome is
me-
one of the best villains.
Give me
ever.
the name of the person that doesn't love The Incredibles. That movie is fucking joy.
Yeah, you're wrong if you don't like The Incredibles.
Mm.
And The Incredibles 2. The Incredibles 2 was great.
I weirdly, I remember starting The Incredibles when I was first hurt, and I watched the first 5 minutes of it, and then I burst into violent tears over the fact that Mr. Incredible just couldn't do what he wanted to do in that, like because he started a family, and he was just like he just needed to sacrifice for himself, and it was just like and it was just like it was also like I was bedridden and on opioids, and it was just like loud crying,
Yeah.
loud, crazy crying at that. Oh my god.
I didn't enjoy Encanto
I don't know what that is.
as
What is
much as a lot of
Encanto?
Other people seem to. Encanto is
Encanto?
the newest. It's not Disney Pixar, is it? It is a Disney movie. It's a new movie, and the music is all written by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Encanto.
Yes, and
wonder if
I
that's-
watched it a little while ago. I don't know. it just missed a beat for me. And
I don't think
I just thought-
Miranda, you ready? I don't think he's good at anything but Hamilton. Like, I think Hamilton was
I haven't
so
even seen Hamilton.
fucking.
I tried to watch it. I think you had to
Never
be
me.
there. I think you had to be there live because I
Yeah.
watched 3 minutes of it on Disney Plus and wanted to throw my phone through the TV.
Also,
The
and-
previews of it that I've seen just really don't make me want to watch it. It's so long.
Yeah.
So long that I don't want to watch it.
For me,
And-
the story is fabulous, but better captured in Gore Vidal's Burr. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to leap into.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Gore
want to know
Vidal
what the end of
talking
that
about
sentence was, to be
Aaron Burr.
honest.
I don't-
Very good, very good. Gore Vidal,
I-
actually, by the way, Gore
okay.
Vidal is possibly the most self-hating gay man you've ever met in your entire life, and I think he was in love with Aaron Burr, and also
Yeah.
made it seem like Aaron Burr loved to have sex with his relatives. That, like, Gore Vidal's life is.
That is some bitter, unrequited
Oh.
love.
Mhm.
And actually, how would you feel if I told you that Gore Vidal's the only family member he loved was a U.S. senator? So there's always a figure in all of his books that is like a doyen, godlike man of justice in the U.S. government, surrounded by horrible people. And then there's, of course, implications of a loving. Oh my God, fascinating.
Yeah. Encanto was good. It is good, but
Hmm.
the music was as good as everyone thinks it is. The story is better than the music, but there's still something about it that it just, yeah. I will admit that Bruno's storyline kind of broke my heart. And
Is that the fish one? That's Luca.
No, that's Luca.
Okay.
I liked Luca.
I
That is
turned
not
it
a-
off halfway through. I got bored.
It's not a description of a movie that's making me run to the cinema.
It was essentially like a revisited version of The Little Mermaid or something, but there was a few things about it I just really liked character-wise. I did not like the Mitchells versus the Machines.
Oh, Diamond is not a fan of yours.
What
I
the hell is what is the
thought
Mitchells
it was the
versus
most-
Machines?
It's
don't even know
it
that
was an animated movie. It's not Disney. It came out on Netflix.
Yeah, people raved about it. It was a critical
was-
darling for a while.
It was good, but I just thought it had a very unoriginal storyline.
And I need to stress this. Do you know how much content the professional wrestling industry puts out that I have watched? Like, I don't have time to like Disney movies. I am too busy rewatching all the fall brawls for the WCW.
Uh-huh. I don't know. Just there's a few things lately that have left a bit much on like I don't know. They just fall a bit flat for me. I feel like they're churning them out too quickly and not giving them as much as they need.
I feel like they're
Actually-
trying to be Pixar movies.
They're trying to be Pixar movies,
and so it's
and
not
they're just
being
not.
it's not letting it be the movie that it is. They're like, we
But
really want this to be.
I even think that the Pixar
they're
movies
fucking
are starting to try to be Pixar movies.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I hated Soul.
Oh, I loved Soul. I thought Soul was great.
I hated
loved
it.
Soul. I loved Inside Out. Yeah,
I'll tell you.
I
I'll
haven't
tell you-
watched Wrong Goes Wrong yet, but I'm excited about it.
Do you know when Soul came out? Right? You know when Soul came out? You know when Soul came out? Which would have been the January of last year.
Okay.
Do you know one
It
of the
was
big plot
Christmas.
points? It was Christmas of last year. You know what the big plot points of Soul is? What's one of the things that happens?
It's death.
Yeah. Guess what?
Oh shit! You watched it stoned when you were recovering, didn't you?
Chris Martin tried to put it on the day of my surgery. He's like, "This is very fun," and then I was like, "Wait, what's this about?" And he's like, "A guy," and he literally went, "A guy dies in a car. Let's watch something else."
I thought Onward was a
Onward.
great movie, and it did
Onward was
not get
great.
enough attention.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we did put on instead of Soul is we put on You Can't Kill David Arquette, a documentary about David Arquette learning how to be a pro wrestler. And I'll tell you what that is. That's a fucking dream from start to finish. You walk away being
I heard
like,
that's
A,
great.
I
Yeah.
fucking love David Arquette. B, this man needs professional assistance. He's very hurt. C, why did they give that guy a knife? Please go watch. Yeah, it's so fucking good. Like,
Yeah, I heard it's great.
Like, and you do not like if you don't like wrestling, it's better. It's better if you watch like. And like Ashley, let me say this right now. There's one guy in it that I feel like are either gonna love or you're gonna hate. His name is
That man's
Nick
name
Cage.
is Macho Man Randy Savage.
First of all, Macho Man Randy Savage is dead, and you put some fucking respect on his name when he comes out of your mouth, Chris.
I'm sorry, Sir Macho.
He was the Macho King. So technically, actually, I can't get into it. There's a character named Nick Gage. Ashley, he is a yeah. There we go.
Nick Cage. I mean, I kind of hate him just because it sounds like Nick Cage.
Oh no, you're
But
gonna
it's
like
his
him so much.
stage name, right? That's his wrestling name, isn't it?
Yeah, but he of course goes by it. He is a deathmatch professional wrestler. He is the now. I need to remind you, wrestling is fake. He has died in the ring. Literally died. Literally died in the ring. Second, also went to jail for 5 years for what? What did he go to jail for? Bank robbery, defeat a methamphetamine addiction, and also when he walks to the ring, always in a bandana like this. When he robbed the bank, just with his face, just there it is. There it is right there. Richard knows what I'm talking about. And by the way, was recently asked, Nick, are you happy? No, I'm not happy. I don't know my family, but my family is my fans. The Murder, Death, Kill Gang. He calls his fans the Murder, Death, Kill Gang. I fucking love Nick Cage.
Wow.
That's great.
Not like he's one of those things where it's like you're like, where have all the crazy people gone? You're like, I got one.
Did you hear that Nicolas Cage is a self-proclaimed goth?
And Goth, of course, sir.
Self-proclaimed.
I have a Nicolas Cage.
I
Of course.
hate Nicolas Cage.
He's got a
I
raven
hate-
that calls him
You-
a bitch or something. When he leaves the room, his
Ow.
raven goes, "Fuck you, you bitch."
Yeah, I love it. Like
I
Nick
hate
Cage
him.
is the last true artist. Do you understand? Do you fucking understand? That because everyone's like he's a bad actor. No, he's proven he's a very good actor, and now he's just riffing.
He's both. He's both. Famously both.
No,
He's,
he's
that
only
was one of the best episodes of Community. Is when Abed goes insane trying to figure out if Nicolas Cage is good or bad.
See, so you're saying
I
don't get-
Too
can't.
much I'm trying to right fucking now for what he just said.
absolutely not. Actually, have you seen Mandy? What does that mean?
No, I haven't.
That's his latest one. It's supposed to be incredible. It's like a weird acid trip of a film, and he's supposed to be remarkable in it. I think it came out like 2 or 3 years ago. And his new
Oh
one,
my
Pig.
God.
His new movie Pig is supposed to be fucking amazing.
Can we watch? This is a classic. Nick Cage on Wogan.
I think we've watched that in the past, haven't we? But I'm happy to go back.
I
It's
don't
a
think.
hell of a thing.
And also just talking about Terry.
Not with me, I don't think.
Big, beefy, delicious cock that Terry Wogan brings. Oh, Ashley,
We
what's
have
that
talked
face?
about that before.
We certainly have, and we will again. I'll have you know,
We've
madam.
looked at it before.
Oh, by the
I
way, in
don't
case
like
you're
it.
wondering, despite making back its budget, The Emperor's New Groove was considered a box office disappointment, grossing considerably less than any of Disney's animated films from the 90s. The film grossed roughly $10 million on its opening weekend, opening in 4th place behind What Women Want, Two Doors My Car, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
What the hell were the fucking
Those
early 2000s?
3 movies were big, though. So,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Also, bear in mind, like if I guarantee no movie this weekend made $10 million. Like how crazy the amount of money like show business used to
Yeah.
make. Like if you
It
look
used
at
to make a lot.
the money the music business used to make is wild.
I think I told you guys about this, but when I was working at the Sparrow in Montreal, my friend's band signed like a deal with Sony, and we were all like, "Holy shit! Like, congratulations, it's amazing!" And he was like, "Yeah, it would have been great 5 years ago." He's like,
Yeah.
5 years ago, we would have gotten a $250,000 signing bonus, and they would have put all this money towards it. And I was like, "What'd you get?" He went, "Basically nothing." I was like, "Fuck, man."
shitting hell. The world is going to
If you want,
just
by the,
it's just turning to garbage.
I mean, my
Well, it's
agent,
very-
John, and I shared the same agent for a while who used to sign checks for people who got BBC DVD deals. And he told me to my face, he's like, "It's a real shame you weren't around 5 years ago because I could have given you a lot of money."
Oh my God, that guy. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He was
Andrew.
never actually my agent, but I definitely could have gotten so much money from that guy.
Yeah, for sure. And he was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I totally would have given you a DVD, even if you weren't like if we were, you would have gotten a DVD, no problem." I was like, "But that's so much money." He's like, "Oh yeah, easy 50 grand, no problem."
Oh yeah,
Plus
there's
sales.
they are a bunch of guys I know that you'd be like, wait, what? And you're like, yeah, literally got a check for £100,000.
Mm. Oh, my friend's band, by the way, Young Galaxy. Great music. Check them out.
Go listen to them so that they get a little bit of money
Young
Yeah.
Galaxy.
from
Maybe
that
14
deal that they
change
signed.
Name? Maybe change that name. All right, let's fucking watch Terry Wogan just be so fucking. I love Terry. Look at this. Why don't we dress like this, guys? Also, can I just address something about all British television? It looks way worse than any other television. They just don't know how to present a set. Why
To be
would you
fair,
put gray on
Canada's the
gray?
same. Canada was often the same. I think recently it's gotten better, but for a long time, even the best Canadian stuff looked like it was made by students.
That is true.
It was very much, oh, we borrowed this equipment from the AV department, and now it's on television. No, Baldy, the band I managed was called Silent Moves. And one of the members of it, the lead singer, was a Labour MP for a couple years. Here is Wogan.
Cage.
Look at that energy.
Love it.
We did watch this before.
I thought so.
Oh, yeah, what's in his pocket? Oh yeah, he just starts throwing out money. That's right.
I hate it.
Is this
I love him.
Moonstruck? This looks like Moonstruck, Nick Cage.
Well, understatement's the watchword tonight.
The one thing, Chris, is this is so. Let's turn this off because it's so chunky and blocky.
It's
for me.
very laggy.
Oh, okay,
Let's-
someone
let's
else share it
cut it
then.
out.
My internet is.
All right, I'll do it.
fucked.
Let me just say this about that video that I forgot a lot of things about that video, but my favorite thing I think I forgot. I always remember when I see Nicolas Cage's, I'm like, that's fucking Adrian Balboa's fucking nephew, and that just never stops being funny to me. Where it's like Francis Ford
Really?
Coppola, Talia
Adrian Balboa, by the
Sheenan-
way. Ashley, who's Adrian Balboa? Adrian.
I don't know.
Who yells
running up
Adrian?
steps
Who?
in
What is
Philly?
it? When I said what? Ashley, just a man in boxing trunks stood like this. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Sylvester Stallone yelling "Yo, Adrian" in a boxing ring. What?
Oh,
movie
it's
could
Rocky.
That, no, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah,
But
there
I
it
only know
is.
that because it's
Rambo.
Sylvester
It's Rambo.
Stallone.
Oh,
it's
That's how we feel right
Rambo.
now. That's how we feel
Yeah.
right now.
You know, I talked about Rambo in my dissertation for my degree and didn't watch it.
What? You didn't watch First Blood? Not
It's
even
really
First
good.
Blood Part
Didn't
2?
watch it.
You'd
I got
really
a
like it.
first on that dissertation on masculinity in 1980s film, and I didn't watch that film.
Oh, you're missing out. First Blood is actually a shockingly
Really
great
good.
movie.
I mean, I gotta tell you,
Oh,
all
I've
three of
gone
those
really
Rambo movies
chunky.
are phenomenal. Like I
It's so
cannot
good.
recommend enough. Actually, you know which one you really enjoy? First Blood 2, Rambo.
Yeah, they weren't actually called Rambo for a couple movies.
Yeah, they were only called Rambo for the third movie because the first movie is a beautiful dissertation on what happens to veterans when they come back from the war.
With
And the
no
second
support.
movie, for no support. And the second movie is about how explosions are
Yeah.
bad and Russians are bad. Like it's
Yeah.
like it is a big hard pivot. That second movie, that movie is a leap.
Yeah, the first one's
Very
incredible.
black and white.
Just a homeless veteran with PTSD and
Yeah.
a cop who is just a dick.
Yeah,
Just fucking nightmare. And so he kills everybody.
yeah.
Kills
But
everybody.
they do first blood, and then his fucking colonel has to come rescue him.
So good.
I've seen movies. I just
We're not sure that's true.
Yeah. Actually, coming in from Diamond Geyser, Rambo is a treasured film of Gizmo. Even Amagua has seen more films than that. A Logical Hell, yes, indeed, that is the one in Afghanistan where
Nice.
Rambo and one other guy win the Afghan-Russian War. That movie, I gotta
Stuck
tell
in
you,
Soviets?
that and Living Daylights, really, that is really a like you guys are gonna culturally regret this. Oh boy. There he is. There's our boy.
Yeah, that's Rambo 3, Baldy. Rambo 3 is dedicated to the Mujahideen.
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. The
Absolutely
better
wild.
version of that, by the way, is of course Living Daylights, where James Bond takes a break from getting one woman across Europe to, for no reason, just team up with Osama bin Laden and beat the Russians.
We get, hi, my name is Ruin. All evidence points to the contrary, Ashley. The only movie I truly believe you have watched is the Irish Cake movie. Is that the one on the train with the bald cap? with the blind
Cockamillish,
person?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen movies.
Would you know this? You've seen, yeah, you've seen Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
I
You've
can't-
seen
I
the
mean,
Jesus movie?
I keep coming back to this. This is one of the funniest things. That a Mogwai has seen more films than Ashley.
I don't know what a mogwai is.
You haven't seen the movies. I knew it. I knew you had no idea what I was talking.
Oh
Sorry.
God. That's so funny.
I'm failing today.
Gremlins. Gizmo.
Coming in
Gizmo.
from My Name Is Ruin and
I never
Check
wanted
Mate.
to see Gremlins.
Gremlins is great. Gremlins
Some movies
2
I've like
is
actively
so
not
silly.
seen because I didn't want to because I didn't like the look of them.
Oh, Gremlins is great.
Yeah, like for fuck's sakes, Ashley, coming in from Diamonds. I added the Ashley. And coming in from Tiger Tech, you should definitely watch Gremlins though. Yeah, like I think you might enjoy it.
Gremlins is very, very fun. It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try at Christmas.
Gremlins is
I don't
very
think you
fun.
will.
Gremlins
I think
2,
you're just gonna
I
wait for it to
might.
forget. All right, fair.
phenomenal.
I do experiment with movies at Christmas.
Zach Gilligan officiated a friend's. I like, by the way, that's like you're very like trepidatious about movie experimentation. You're like, I like what I like. I like it when the drawings sing and everyone's cheery.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need.
No, I do like a lot of I do like a lot of arty movies or whatever, but I don't know. I just don't seem to have seen the ones that you guys bring up.
You mean
I
the
want you
movies
all to
that
know.
everyone in the world
One-
has seen?
1 second ago, this was filled with Diet Coca-Cola, and I now just literally knocked it onto my computer. Oh my
Oh,
god!
no.
Oh shit! You're gonna need to clean that now.
It is. It was
Turn
empty.
Go.
It was empty. It was empty. It
I'm
was
gonna
empty.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take you out so
Get
that you
outta
go
here,
and
John.
deal with that properly.
It was empty. It was empty. I literally
Oh.
it tipped, and it was total. Like it was a second ago.
Oh,
Disaster.
you
empty.
worded that badly.
I mean, yeah, but I've seen
Very
Gremlins
believed.
too. So what do you want from me?
That's the second time you've given me a fright like that, just because you worded something badly.
Oh, that first one was that first one. Oh man.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
was supposed to be on today, and they didn't come on. They came, and I was like, "Are you everything all right?" And they just wrote, "Just had a bad day," and I was like, "Great, come on another time." But Ashley went, "Are they all right? What happened?" And instead of writing "bad day," it went "bad," and then auto corrected to "bad." They just said "bad," and then I just went about my day for half an hour. Where Chris and Ashley were like, "We should probably reach out to this person. I hope they're all right." And then I had to
Should
be
be some
like, "Oh no, sorry,
flowers.
bad day," and they were like, "Oh." I strike again.
Well, that person, there's been some things lately, so bad would have been bad.
Yeah, real bad. Ashley, have you seen Sharknado?
No,
Have you seen Sharknado 2?
no.
Have you seen Sharknado 3D?
No, I disagree with
No.
Sharknado's
Have you
existence.
seen Sharknado 4?
Fuck you.
No,
I still haven't run out of real movies. Have you seen Sharknado 5?
They got
no. There's
No,
8,
that's
right?
Fast
going to be
Furious?
released soon. Have you seen Waspnado? It's a tornado filled with disapproving middle-class white ladies.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie The Guy from Harlem? It's a blaxploitation movie that I saw one time that literally restarts in the middle. Half the movie's about a guy trying to find a kidnap victim, and then the other half him just rescuing diamonds. And there is a-
Rescuing diamonds.
No, I
There is
haven't
a-
seen that movie.
There is a very unsexy sex scene. Have you seen Hell Comes to Frogtown? I have also not seen this. Have you
No,
seen?
I've never even heard of that.
I think you may have met it up. Have you seen Enter the Void, Irreversible, City of Lost Children, Existence, or
Oh,
Dark
Pi.
City?
I haven't
is
seen
there as
any
well.
of them.
Have you seen Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus?
No, I haven't.
What about
Have-
The Meg?
I have not seen The Meg.
Meg is terrible.
Yeah, The Meg is not great.
Well, that's why I haven't seen it, because when it came out, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like that. I'm not gonna watch it.
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it is about a giant.
It
shark
looked
that tries to eat
terrible.
something.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah, so
the
why
Meg?
would
The
I have
Meg
watched it? I was right.
is the Meg Jason Statham versus a
Yeah.
giant shark?
Yeah, very much so.
I mean, I'm just gonna have to agree.
Why
to
would I have
disagree with that.
watched that?
I mean,
It's just out of curiosity.
the bigger question is why haven't I watched that? Because that sounds like it has everything I want.
Yeah. Meg, Diamond, you're better than this. It's not surprisingly good. It is a terrible movie. It is terrible. If you want to watch a shark movie, you watch Sharknado 3D and you feel like the sharks are coming at you for real.
I do want to do that. Is that possible?
It's 3D, bud.
That's fun.
Deep Blue Sea. If you want to watch a
Right.
shitty shark movie, you watch Deep Blue Sea.
So good. That movie.
Everyone knows that.
is-
LL Cool J, Samuel L. Jackson. Come on now. It
Oh,
was the anaconda of the ocean.
and so much better. Anaconda doesn't live up the way Deep Blue Sea does. Oh my
Deep
god.
Blue Sea sounds like something I would watch.
I mean, until we tell you about it,
I like
then you
LL
will
Cool
not watch
J.
It's LL Cool J, Tom Jane, some woman who I don't know what else she's been in. I don't know what else she's been in. And it is about how they've made super smart sharks that have figured out how to be super smart.
Super smart.
That's
And
it.
you know what those sharks do? Not good.
They're
Not
not up to
charity
good-
work.
That's right.
You're really turning me off it.
Stellan
Yep.
Skarsgård's in it.
Yeah.
A guy named Christos with tattoos all over his face. That's his real name. His character was boat captain.
What about Wild Wild West?
Jim West, Desperado.
Wild
Saw that.
Wild
that's
West.
fun.
Absolute garbage.
Why Wild Wild West? Possibly one of the craziest things that Hollywood ever did, because there's a full scene where Will Smith talks about how he missed. Are you ready for this? Slavery. I miss slavery.
Yeah.
We were all together when we were happy. What the hell is going on, Will?
So
You
I
need
heard
to
I feel
say
like
no.
I've seen bits
That's-
of that.
that's the one with it's him and who's the other guy in this? I'm just gonna make us big while we talk about this. We'll come back to Nick Cage. Who's
Will
the
we?
other guy in that?
Is
Well, it's Kenneth Branagh and Kevin Kline.
Kevin Kline is who I'm thinking of. And so apparently, I don't know why I was listening to an interview about Wild Wild West, but when they made it, Will Smith's character was supposed to be funny, and Kevin Kline was supposed to be the straight man, and Kevin Kline refused to play the straight man. Absolutely insisted on trying to make everything funny, and so Will Smith then had to say all the funny lines as a straight man, and the straight man said all the straight lines as the comedy guy. and it was an interview with the director. I think it was Gilbert Gottfried's podcast, because Gilbert Gottfried only talks to people about the worst things they made. And the director was like, it was unbelievable. He's like, I have so much respect for Will Smith, because he immediately saw what was happening and was like, we can't both be trying to be funny. I'll do my best. And he just took one for the team. He just ate an entire film because Kevin Kline couldn't play a straight man.
And I got to tell you, that movie was such a bomb. Like, everyone was
Ooh,
so
bad.
ready for another Men in Black, and it was like, here it comes and here it goes. Like, there was a story of how much money they'd put behind the promotion. It was something like, for the MTV Video Awards, they showed up at a venue and they were like, oh my God, this is an amazing set. Is this the set for the MTV Movie Awards? And they were like, no, that's next door. This is the set for the Drew Hill Will Smith musical performance of Wild Wild West. And they were like, this is amazing. They're like, oh, you think this is amazing? All of this is broken. And they're like, God damn it.
The theme song was a smash hit. I know every word of that song. That song was huge.
Oh, by the way, like, because it also samples, I think, a Stevie Wonder song. And when I hear the Stevie Wonder song, I'm like, man, that Wild Wild West song was really part of a really shit movie. Like, I was just like, it's this weird time where Will Smith just was like a huge portion of digestible media. Like, you could not exist without hearing that fucking "Welcome to Miami." Like,
Yeah.
what?
But he was
Yeah.
like if The Rock had a successful rap career. It was
Yeah,
just
exactly.
everything was either included him or was based around him. And it was like all the tentpole movies were Will Smith movies, like every year for 5 years.
Oh my God, yeah. And there were some bangers in there. or he's that drunk superhero. It's very good. Also, I'm making an executive decision. We're calling this at 90 because Ashley just yawned with her eyes. That was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. Are you all right, dear? Are you all right? I don't feel like we gave you enough credence with your. We had internet problems, so we didn't really visit your bruised head.
I think, yeah, I've sort of dipped in the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, I can understand.
I have injured myself a lot.
Yeah. No, I give you I give you all the sympathy in the world.
I just, in the past 10 minutes, I just have suddenly felt very, very tired.
Is there anything
I'm
that we can talk
okay.
about with you that isn't?
You're also
Blockbuster
talking
movies that
about
you
a lot
haven't
of things
seen?
that I don't care about.
Wait a minute. You're
for the last
you're
10
telling
minutes.
me, your friend, that you do not care about the movie Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
What
What
about
about
that's
Men in
exactly what I'm
Black?
saying, and I
What about Men in
won't
Black?
apologize for it.
What about Men in Black?
Men in
though?
Black?
I never liked Men in Black that much. Like, it was fine.
What about
I've
Men in
seen
Black
it,
2?
and I
Yeah. What about
Men in Black 2
2?
was it? It was a bit better, wasn't it?
No, it was much worse.
Was it?
What about Men in Black 3?
I don't remember
And she froze
What-
because
right at the time.
the
you
difference
can't
between
just
them.
not watch
like
movies.
some of them, and I
The
didn't
internet
like
will
others.
crush you.
Yeah,
Men in Black 3 was great.
I did. I've watched them.
Men in Black 3 was
I just
great.
said I watched them.
Hey,
Men in Black
that's
3
all
was
right.
so fun.
Oh, sorry. Men in Black 3 was great.
That was the one with Jermaine
I-
Clement in it. It was so silly.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
Here's the one problem with Men in Black 3 is if you have seen enough of those types of movies, the second it starts, you go, I bet they're doing this. And then it
Mhm.
starts going, and you're like, well, wasn't I literally the most right boy that's ever been a boy? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but-
literally just like,
I'm not in it for surprises. I mean, that's not why I watch
I mean,
Men in
yeah.
Black, baby.
yeah, Will Smith's movies are literally just is toast with butter. Like, it's like, what were you expecting? And you're like,
Independence Day.
Fair.
I wonder if he'll win.
oh,
Great
Independence
movie.
Day is so
Love
good.
Independence Day.
For no reason than it's Independence Day. It's Will Smith and a man who's the producer of the news beat the aliens. What the fuck is going on?
Jeff Goldblum is phenomenal in it.
But Jeff Goldblum,
Brian
it makes
Pullman.
no sense.
Best president in American cinema.
Hands down the best president in American cinema.
Unbelievable. Tough ass
Ashley-
first lady. She saves
Ashley-
a bunch of people.
And then dies. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but
Ashley,
sacrifice herself. Hell of a
Ashley,
lot.
look at me. When I
Yes.
say to you, producer of the news, what skill do you think I would possess? I'm going to give you a list. Able to type, able to sweep, able to hack into an intergalactic computer system and deposit a virus that will cause a shield to fall down, able to make a souffle. Which one do you think Jeff Goldblum's character was given?
I feel like it's the first one. Typing.
Interesting. That is
Yep.
what he would need to possess in the real world. In Independence Day, it's number
It's
3.
the third one.
C.
Yeah.
Number 3. Yeah. I mean, which includes one, to be fair. To be
Does
fair.
include one. Does include one. It does. But yeah,
I just love it when Will Smith knocks one out. Bare fist. Just knocks it out.
Oh yeah,
One
welcome
punch.
to Earth. Well, why
So
didn't you
good.
say bitch? You're
So
in the Air
good.
Force. You would have said
You
bitch.
could have said bitch. Probably
Yeah.
would have called it gay. It was the 90s.
Oh, it's the 90s. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gay. Why? You're not from this planet.
Yeah.
Also, I know what is crazy. I bet you Ashley doesn't know who Randy Quaid is, and also doesn't know how fucking crazy Randy Quaid got. Oh,
Not that Harry Connick Jr. is in it.
yeah, of course he's the other friend.
He's the other friend. He says they're
Kick
not going
the
to make you an
tires and
astronaut
let
if you're
it split.
dating a stripper.
Yeah,
That's right. Vivica A.
Kick the
Fox is in it. Fucking that
kick
movie
the
rules.
tires, Chris. Let's kick the tires and
I'm
light
gonna
the fires,
rewatch
Big
that.
Daddy. Ooh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
of course
rewatch
you
that.
would. Why wouldn't you? Oh my
I'm gonna
god,
rewatch that
movie.
today.
You're gonna watch that and smoke a cigar. All right.
Not till the fat lady sings, but
Oh my god, what were we just talking about before we got into Harry Connick Jr. that I was going to tell Ashley about? God damn it,
Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid. Ashley, so do you know who Dennis Quaid is?
I know the name.
Okay.
Okay, let's run off some Dennis Quaid movies.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid. He's got a fucking. I'm just gonna bring up a photo of him. He's just a handsome boy.
No, hold on. Have you seen The Day After Tomorrow?
No,
Oh, I know him. I know him. I forget why, but I do know him.
I mean, I'll tell you, by the way, guess who is not looking great these days?
No, he looks rough as a bear's arse.
Yeah, to be fair, he's got Randy Quaid for a brother, so that's got to weigh on you.
I mean, Inner Space is fucking awesome.
So
Oh, hi,
Randy Quaid
guys.
is his brother.
Yeah, Randy Quaid is this guy's. This is Dennis Quaid.
Okay.
And did you ever watch National Lampoon's Christmas?
What's happening?
Yes.
Randy Quaid
did.
is the shitbag brother-in-law who lives in the trailer on the front
Yes.
yard
Right.
from that.
And Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid, he looks so different
Well,
Yeah.
that's
to Dennis
because
Quaid.
Randy Quaid has not been just continuing to be an actor. Randy Quaid has been on a near decade-long meltdown with his wife over the fact he claims a group called the Celebrity Star Killer Squad or something
Mhm.
kill famous celebrities who know too much. And then he got real anti-Semitic and tried to live in Canada.
Mhm.
He spent about a year living in his Prius with his wife and dogs in Toronto. He then made a very weird movie where he sleeps with his wife, but his wife's pretending to be Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah, I think I think Rupert Murdoch was him. Whoever
That's right.
was penetrating was Rupert Murdoch.
And she was him.
Yeah, something like that.
And
It was
they
very
did
odd.
they did an expose on them. Like they did like an article where they like bought them clothes and like showed them like this cool photo shoot. And then for the next 3 years, they're just wearing those clothes.
Yeah.
People did a play about them in Toronto called The Ballad of Randy Quaid and whatever his wife's name is. And they showed up to the play and tried to get money. Welcome to crazy. And now, Ashley, do you know what they do? They are big into QAnon. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell, everybody.
There was an article in the Atlantic. I've got a screenshot of it somewhere, but the headline was Randy Quaid's wife pulls gun out of vagina after argument about aliens.
Yeah.
It's the most packed headline I think I've ever heard.
That's
there's some-
insane.
You could stop that headline with woman pulls gun out of vagina. Like right there, I was like, everyone shut the fuck up. I need to read this entire article.
Yeah.
And then if it just starts with Randy Quaid's the husband of this woman, you'd be like,
Mhm.
well,
Yeah, you don't really need to read the article. There's not a lot more to it. All the important stuff's in the title.
Yeah. That's mad.
Ashley,
Um,
what weapon would you pull out of your vagina? Gun? Would you go gun?
I feel like a
Listeners,
gun is the only
actions.
one that won't hurt me while it's in there.
What if it was a shot?
As in,
Now that's
most,
a concealed carry. Oh.
if I think about other weapons,
Hmm.
they're sharp.
Well, you could have like a
Um,
truncheon
Truncheon?
or
Sharp?
a taser with the battery. No, truncheon doesn't have a sharp edge. It's a club. It's a billy club.
Yeah, it's a nice club.
Oh,
Yeah, baton. It's
it's very
essentially
long though.
Well, it just depends on what kind of vagina you got. What you're
Believe in
working.
yourself.
Yeah, I feel
Uh,
like,
Taser is a fun one.
Yeah. Take the
That's
batteries
true.
out,
Also-
obviously.
of course. I mean, not necessarily. Sometimes you can have a bit of fun in there. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
That's what you'd look like when it went off.
What about bear
Bear
mace?
trap. A bear trap. Just a bear trap coming in from Baldy.
Bear trap? Yep.
You could use that. I got to tell you, you know what? You could use a vibrator as a weapon.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Lightsaber?
I mean, there's a
Just-
lot of things
just
you
the
can use
handle?
as weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, the way you said that was really beautiful and also incredibly terrifying. Like, just like, there are a lot of things you could use as weapons, and I've used them all.
A lightsaber. That's terrifying if it accidentally clicks open, though,
You
right?
just handle in, and then the blade part pointing down, and that
Yeah.
way you can
What
do
if
like
it's
a backflip.
double-sided?
Oh yeah, don't get the Darth Maul one.
Yeah, what are you
Do
doing? Getting the
do a
Darth
backflip,
Maul?
and then as
Yeah.
you're coming back, and the person thinks like,
Yeah.
"Oh, our legs are gonna miss
I-
me." Boom, lightsaber cut in half.
I guarantee
Yeah.
George Lucas had to be talked out of that sequence. I guarantee.
Did
he's
you
like,
ever see
Watch
that
it.
movie? The Kingsman.
yes,
That was all right.
of
That was
course.
really fun.
It was
Oh,
a
when-
good movie, but the woman who has she's
Oh, the blade feet.
the blade feet. Yes.
Yeah.
I see that in my mind regularly.
You want the blade feet?
No, I don't know, you know when like an image gets kind of stuck in your brain a bit.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
image of her with those blade feet cutting that guy in half, it
Mm.
just
movie.
lives in my brain.
Let me tell you how long fucking cricket is. I went to 8 hours of a cricket match, left, ate dinner, watched that full movie, and walked back and met my friends coming out of the cricket game.
Ah,
And I said, "How was it?" And they said, "It was an amazing last hour." And I went, "Not worth it." I saw
Yeah.
No.
that Kingsman movie was
A lot
so
of build
fucking
up.
good. Abigail. Oh, sorry, Chris.
I didn't do that.
That was me.
Sorry, Abby.
I want to see this bit. Abigail Shaman has the best
Yeah, I
routine
wanna see
about the
that.
ending of the Kingsman. I want to see that.
Yeah.
A metal vagina that's able to cut a person in half. Oh, that's like, I feel like if you were a Bond villain, that's exactly what you would have.
That was my first thought too. It's like that's how they finally get him.
Yeah.
Do you know what would be more fun though if it was just some sort of very compact, like
I'm very annoyed where this is going. I know it's so fun.
where is this going? Do you want to type it in the
I have
private chat? I
no
won't look.
idea.
I'll say it.
Oh, I
No,
like
you
that.
should.
Like Johnny Carson with the envelope on his forehead.
Yeah.
I don't know where
Type
it's
it into
going,
the
but
private chat.
I just know it's going to be like, oh, don't do that. Like it's going to be like tiny little explosive that's just planted in the urethra of the penis, and after 3 days, it just ruptures his penis. You know how like all penises have
That's
that weird
better than what
throat-
I was gonna
that
say.
throat portion on the penis, like underneath the shaft. It
Yeah,
just-
the gulp sluice.
Exactly. Yeah, the sluice.
Yeah, the gulp
it
sluice.
It ruptures the gulp sluice.
Yeah.
That is so much better than I was actually thinking.
Go ahead. Well, you clearly don't know how to damage a penis.
I was just gonna have like a diaphragm thing that you wear, and that during sex, if he says something ridiculous, I just cut his dick off. Like,
Oh, like a cigar cutter?
Oh!
You just do a Kegel snap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's even crazier though than just the image of you afterwards, kind of like straddled down like this, just trying to shake his the severed part of his cock out of your vagina. 1 second. Yeah. I'm gonna get it. Like, oh, just waiting for this noise. This just an impotent, like a just an
wait, you
Think
think I
trying
would?
to get any part of
Okay.
it? No, I think I got.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm sorry, but
My fingers are
just,
pushing
just
it further up.
hold
My fingers are pushing it
on.
up. Go ahead.
Listening to you guys trying to describe a woman getting anything out of her vagina is ridiculous.
Shake it out.
It's
That's what that Taylor Swift song's about.
Yeah.
Shake, shake.
Okay, first of all, we get things out of our vagina all the time.
How many bits?
Tampon strings snap a lot. You have to fucking bear down.
Okay.
I see what you're saying, but a tampon is a relatively speaking. We're talking about newly severed, flat penis
Oh.
flesh. Do you
But
understand?
I think because all the blood would rush out immediately, it would disengorge
It would
and
shrink a
just-
bit, probably.
just pop right out.
And I feel like this little
Oh, yeah.
contraption has like a wee little kind of
Like a little, like-
shoving out device thing.
Get out
It
of
would be
here.
juicy. Maggie, it would be juicy. So actually, what you're sort of imagining is it's kind of like a sever and scrape, like it's ka-chika, ka-chika, is what it
Yeah.
does. Yeah, I like that. Oh, it pushes it out. It would
It
go,
pushes it out. It doesn't pull it in.
yeah, that's what it does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's exactly
Would you
what
like-
it is.
would you
A
like kinda
penis
like-
would be easier to get out than a broken tampon.
Ashley, would you like hint at it? Like if he's sort of like he says something a bit weird, like he's like, you're looking.
You smell like a tree.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly. If you just randomly threw out, ooh, you smell like a tree. You wouldn't
I mean,
sever.
it just
But you
it
wouldn't
happens
sever.
so
Would you give him a little
regularly
bit?
when
Ashley,
guys
would you
just
give him a little of this, a little like not a full sever, but a little like ooh, you know what I mean? Like a little, just so you know what you're. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, careful, pony boy. Is that what you would do?
no,
Oh, okay.
it would just happen.
This sounds like the rallying cry of the end of the world.
Yeah.
Lube your
Lube your
tampons.
tampons.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen,
No.
I am so happy I'm off podcast duty because this is going to be the hardest episode to title ever. We've basically just been speaking in
It's
show
been
titles for
titled.
90 minutes. I mean, lube your tampons needs to be something.
I mean, I use a cup, right? Which I think I've mentioned before. It took a long time to get used to using it without lube. And it's like there's like a little grabby bit on a cup.
Oh.
There's
Yeah.
new ones now that are like flatter and rounder, and they don't have a grabby bit, and I'm terrified of them because I'm just like, how do you get it out though?
Ashley,
Look,
John, and I
this
can
and I
show
were
you how you
showing.
get it
Yeah.
out.
Like this. Yeah, you just I'm on my period.
Give me a minute, guys.
Yeah, is this what periods look like? I've never met a woman
You
in my
hook
life.
up into the rim. Oh, yeah, because it has the little lips on the side.
Yeah, that's how vaginas work, Ashley. Did you not know that?
No,
Yeah.
There's a fold on the edge of the cup thing. Oh, is that how you get it out? I see.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest episode we've ever done. I'm ending it now before we just literally start yelling show summaries at each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
John throws a potato salad. Chris maintains calm. Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to put your show summaries in. We've already got we got one from Kimmers that is exhaustive. Very nice work, Kimmers. Really
Oh
good
my
one.
God.
And we got some great titles in the general chat as well. So make sure to get in there. Who should we rate today?
Before we continue, can we just shout out Diamond Geyser's excellent insult of us? You two kitty boys should be rollerblading in white.
Yeah, that's a great
We're
comment.
menstruating.
Ooh, I'm a woman now.
Chris, watch out for the pool. They're dangerous to us in a way that's never been explained to me.
That just needed to end. your pretense. Oh my god.
I was going to say we just went right to the old Irish woman, but we don't. We haven't figured out a
Oh.
way. That was so
Yeah.
funny. Oh my
That's so
god,
funny.
ladies and gentlemen, great show. We really. I
Great
gotta
work.
say, I gotta tell you, the shows in 2022 have been fucking fun. Not to say
Yeah.
they weren't fun before,
We're
but there's
doing
just another-
well.
We are.
We have a
Um,
great show. We talk shit about comics, and then we talk about weird bodily functions,
Yeah.
and then we often talk about things that I stopped listening to.
Yes, we have noticed that. You are fresh. I like you also know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to give you the day. Mark Silcox is booked for the show. Mark Silcox will be here. We're not
Yeah.
telling you today. You just have to tune in because it's just he may cancel. Mark Silcox is booked, so
Yeah.
I'm
God, we love
very
that man.
excited.
So
We
excited.
Very
already have
excited.
He already pitched a bit like within
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah. I thought that was
Um,
great.
He's the best.
Also,
Yeah,
I got a lot of show admin done. I got way baked and was writing, and then it was like 12:30 at night, and I had lost my mind and create like I'm sure you both done this when you're writing something, you just get into a zone, and then the zone is over, and you're just like,
yeah.
but I couldn't sleep, so I was just like, all right, time for some UTS guest admin, and I was just like,
Nice.
let's get Mark Silcox.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, fucking great.
Okay, so we have Jay Muse from a bunch of movies that Ashley hasn't seen, Paleontologizing, Fox Comedy, or Ruffled Bricks.
I say we raid J Muse and chat. Just go nuts with things we've said today. Let's talk about. I don't know. I don't remember anything we talked about. My mind just literally went blank. I need to go live.
The titles so far: That's How AIDS Started, Watch Porn with Your Kids, Shut the Fuck Up, A Chunky Beginning, A Mogwai Has Seen More Movies Than Ashley, Vaginal Weapons, and Lube Your Tampons.
Oh my god, lady!
What a
Froggies,
show.
Let fly. Oh god,
All right.
Jay will be so confused. That's true.
We love you. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Ashley, you're not going to be here tomorrow? Is that right?
I won't be here tomorrow. There is the teeniest chance teeniest chance I could end up turning up, but it's very unlikely.
Okay,
Ashley, you
So
will be
come by for the
missed.
boys for a
Yeah, come-
testosterone-fueled couple hours.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, that's
You
exactly
guys
what
will
our
be
shows
able
are.
to talk about so many things without
you know,
me.
I mean, we never do, because I always think you're going to be interested in the stuff we're interested in, and then I look over and just the glazed look of someone just
Yeah.
stop talking about baseball. That's what your eyes are always saying to me. Just like I hate Yogi Berra and I hate you. That's what it feels like you're saying with your eyes. Also, don't be like that to Yogi Berra.
No, he meant
Oh,
well.
we
we're
are supposed to be
gaming tomorrow.
gaming tomorrow.
We're gaming tomorrow. Are we going to wait because Ashley won't be here? What do you? Joe,
I think Ashley, unless
I
it
think
would
you
hurt
should
your
go
feelings,
ahead
I think
without
we just
me.
do it. Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
say we just
See
do
you guys
it.
tomorrow. We'll see you
Go
tomorrow.
ahead without me.
Dope, John.
We're
You'll
doing-
have to host it because my internet is garbage unless I find my thing.
Yeah.
So
Very fair, Chris.
Go ahead without me, and then if I happen to make it back, I'll jump in.
nice one.
Chris, we'll talk. Chris, let's talk tomorrow at 1, so I can just make sure I know how to do that.
You betcha. All right,
Great.
we're gonna
See y'all
raid
tomorrow.
Jason Mewes. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
That's really awkward. Little pause.
Oh, I thought John had it.
Oh,
I got it.
And that's all. Penis into her vagina. And that's all.
For the record, I was waiting for Chris.
That's all. And that's called sexual intercourse. Some people call it having sex. So the man passes the sperm to the woman, and now his sperm is in her. Maybe you're wondering if a mistake could be made when having sexual